Find encouraging words and positive music.
Okay, guys. What's up, guys? Yeah, I guess I might as well keep giving you health reports. I do feel better, about 80% back, maybe. But anyway, this is gonna be a short vlog, just because I had to shoot for a local high school game tonight, and I kind of forgot about it, so I was going to give you more of a preview of Minnesota. The Minnesota game, I'm going to go ahead. Well, tomorrow I have to, the live reaction vlog, I don't think that's going to be possible. I have a game I have to shoot tomorrow too. But anyway, I guess I'll go over the keys to IU winning and maybe give you a little bit more insight. You know, what I've been talking about before. And somebody has honked at me. Okay, but anyway, so this is what I'm gonna talk about. The IU Minnesota preview part 2 is what this will be, and let me just say that Indiana may have issues because of Minnesota's size and strength up front. Like I said, Watford, he's a defensive liability, and he just seems like he scores only when he wants to, and you know, so that's gonna, you know, hopefully Watford doesn't come in like that. But I guess I better start, give you a list. Before I go any deeper, I want to, might as well get this out of the way. IU has to keep Minnesota off the offensive glass. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Minnesota, like I said, is fourth in the country and offensive rebounds. That's something they excel at, and so Indiana needs to really be good on the boards, and they need to prevent Minnesota from getting any second chance points. I'm convinced that there's no way they'll come out with extended defense, a 2-3 zone that they played against Illinois. It ain't gonna happen. I mean, I just don't think it's just not logical. So and I think Minnesota's gonna try to prevent that dribble drive or that dribble penetration, and so I think Indiana, I think they need to extend their offense out. I think maybe even take some threes. I think that will force Minnesota to extend their defense out a little bit, and if they're able to do that, then they should be pretty good. Hopefully they're able to get some good shots along the perimeter. Something that I could definitely I could see happening, especially if they kind of put a lot of people around the basket to prevent the penetration. You know, I think Oladipo, I think it's a must that he has a big game. But I'm assuming he's going to have a big game. I think Oladipo, no matter what, he's going to have a decent game. I think Zell's going to have a decent game. Let's see. I mean, Indiana, Indiana needs, of course, they need good ball movement. I think it's very important. I think it's very important that Zell, instead of waiting for the dribble penetration from Minnesota, I think it's very important that he steps out. He steps out and stops penetration. I think he, like I said earlier, I think sometimes Zell doesn't step out and stop the penetration like he should. That's just how it is. I think he's been doing a little bit better job at doing that. It's essential that Wofford gets rebounds. I think it's essential that he scores some points. If Wofford's ineffective, that one, I'll be just disgusted. He's been inconsistent, and I think a lot of it is, and I'm not trying to put him down, I love Wofford, but it just seems like sometimes he's just not playing with hope, kinda, I don't know, or he's not playing with a lot of energy, and it's enthusiasm, and in basketball, enthusiasm means everything. Enthusiasm means a lot, but I don't know. I think it's important that Indiana tries to push the ball. I mean, if Indiana can run, like I said, if Indiana can run against Minnesota, the game's over. Okay, Minnesota don't have a chance against IU if IU starts running. That's all I have to say about that. I mean, Minnesota is not going to want to run with Indiana. So it's important, if IU does get stuck with a half-court offense, it is very important that they get good movement with the basketball. Just standing around and hesitating and stuff like they did against Butler and stuff like that, that ain't good. They do that, they're in trouble. So they have to attack the basket, draw fouls, hopefully. Minnesota gets in foul trouble, and Indiana has a deep bench. Indiana can't afford to get in foul trouble. Minnesota can't. So how do you get Minnesota in foul trouble? You attack the basket without hesitation. You draw fouls. Indiana draws fouls better than anybody in the country right now. So I think there's absolutely no reason to be timid with the basketball. At first, if Minnesota comes out double teaming Zell and is playing to stop the dribble penetration, Indiana needs to take some threes, and hopefully Halls is on and hot, and Sheehy. If they do that, and maybe even Wofford, it'd probably be good if Wofford took a couple threes. It's probably important that Wofford takes threes early on. If he does that, that will cause mismatch issues, because what Wofford's good at is he's not a good matchup, because a guy his size don't take threes really, and Wofford's good at taking threes. So they will have to extend their defense a lot if Poles is on and Wofford's still taking threes and he's on. And that's what type of stuff Indiana. I'm not a big three-point person. I love the three-point shot, but I'm not a big three-point person. But I think early on, if they take some threes, it will force Minnesota to extend out their defense, and then it's on. Then I think Indiana will be in really good shape. But that's one way to combat Minnesota's size and strength. That's the big concern going in, is Minnesota's size and strength. And this team is much better than Georgetown and all that. Minnesota, I think, is definitely in the top 3 teams of the Big Ten. Sorry I didn't go as in depth as I wanted to. I know I could talk a lot more about it, but my thoughts ain't organized because I just haven't had time. I mean, like I said, I had a high school shoot and stuff like that today. I've been editing pixels and stuff, and I don't want to misspeak because sometimes that's what happens if I don't plan, and I'm a big planner. And Ohio State, Michigan's finally going to get tested. So this Monday when I come out with my Week 11 poll, I can actually say Michigan's been tested. Ohio State's at home under Thad Matta. I think, I forget what that stat was. I think they're like 146 and 23 or 13. No, 146 and 13 under Thad Matta in Columbus. Michigan's going to have a tough time, but, you know, Illinois beat Ohio State at Ohio State pretty bad, I think. It was at Ohio State. So big games tomorrow, and I hope to have a really good vlog tomorrow about what happened. But as of today, I got that. I don't know who's playing tonight. I wish I knew, but I've just been busy. But until then, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment on my videos. That'd be awesome. Until then, peace.
Who's your daddy? No, really, who's your daddy? Yeah, your school's coming up short. What? Bilbo Baggins, I know you wish you had it, but you ain't though. Nope. We just crossed you over, broke your ankles. The real assembly hall, no, Illinois is about to explode. Biggest student section in the nation, bringing that